Hey, hello, it's Wednesday, and it's time for that update on the chemo hat. I'm calling this video something old and something new, something borrowed and something blue, and you shall see as this episode unfolds. So, I did my actually 39, and I would highly recommend 39 inches if you do this. In fact, this fits me very tightly. Now, chemo no hair, that's going to reduce at least an inch off my head. And then David's mom has an even small, I have a giant head, giant. And you do want this to fit nicely. It's also a little, it's squishy, so it's nice and tall. What I've done, and this has taken some thinking already on my part, is I turned this into a Mobius strip, but you have to make sure that there is a right side and wrong side. So as I work on my side seams, and the end seams, frankly, I'm going through a stitch and down through the knit stitch side by side, and this is how you sew two knit stitches together and minimize the visibility of the stitches. And as you can see right there, that's the stitching I've already done. So I'm just scooting two knit stitches back and forth around, working my way forward until I get to the front. I attempted to try this on partway through the stitching process, and it's a no-go. So I will carry on stitching, and I'll check back in with you when it's done, and either try it on a smaller head than mine, or try it on and let you see how it fits my head. Hopefully I'm right. This may be a disaster. Okay, I'm trying to take my own video here, but it's hard. This is the my finished turban. Fits pretty good. Once I figured out the origami, it got better. This one is even too big for me, so I'm gonna unstitch it now that I've figured out how to do it. Rip it back a good 2 inches and then redo it. I have a giant head. David's mother does not have a giant head. Hers is kind of on the small side. And then when you take into account that you're gonna lose like an inch of hair if she does lose her hair, that this is gonna need to be considerably smaller. But it is nice that it has good coverage, and she could just put like a little wiglet in the front or just wear a headband underneath, and then it won't float around so much. So I'm gonna pause you and go back to the construction. So here we are again. You put the halfway point on the back of your head, wrap around and around, and then draw the 2 long sides down the back. Your seams are going to be on the side of your other piece, and then the end of your rectangle gets stitched across the back of your head. Now, let me take this off and show you. All right, to get this together, you mark the halfway point with a pin, wrap one end around, crossing over the other end. You then pin these together because there's going to be a seam here, and then these two are going to be flat and be seamed on either side of the midpoint, like this. And then you do a side seam, sort of gathering up this corner. Don't go around the corner. I went across the corner to give it a more rounded edge on either side. Or a really good drawing. I like drawings to try and figure out how to do stuff. I watched the video in French multiple times, and it really didn't sink in. But when I found this drawing at Lion Brand Yarns, it helped a lot. Now, it's not $9.50 to buy this pattern. It's free if you sign up for Lion Brand. And it's a bummer, but I signed up for Lion Brand because I wanted to see how they arranged their beret. Different pattern completely than what I used. But it did do the ribbing that's an even ribbing, 2x2 ribbing. So I may try that. If anything, it'll be easier to knit. But this is a 2x1 ribbing is what this one is. And it works nice and it fits nice. It's a little big. I did knit a rectangle that was 5.5 inches wide by 39 inches because I got a little out of hand. I'm going to unstitch this and pull off 2 inches of knitting and then re-origami and fold it. Hopefully it will fit her better. And then I'm going to go on and knit another one with a different design. I got to thinking, Arne and Carlos have, now it's a paid for pattern, even though I may look around for the pattern and see if I can find it. But their peacock scarf is in action right now, and I think I could use it for this hat. So I'm thinking about doing a lace hat. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I could double dip them. I could be doing their knit along and make a hat for Jean at the same time. it occurred to me. I might do it. Okay, the next part of today's video is the something borrowed. So coming up in the next couple of weeks, there will be a Edwardian mock wedding. The bride's not actually going to get married, but we're going to do a 1908-esque inspired wedding ceremony. So I am helping with the flowers because it's a skill I have. And I am quickly, fingers crossed, knock on wood, sewing together a quick Edwardian garment. So I went over to my friend Kay's yesterday, and she had some patterns because I had no idea where to start. I've only made skirts and blouses. I haven't made a dress, and I really would like to make a dress. So this is the dress I'm making. This one's obviously made out of velvet. I will be making mine out of a lined cotton because that's more appropriate for spring. Isn't that hat the bomb? I wish I had a hat that big. Need a hat that big. So this is the borrowed pattern that I have to get on quick, which is why I'm dashing to get the turban done so I can get it in the mail for a try-on. So there's the pattern, and I'm going to walk you over to the fabric. One of my fabrics is being washed in the wash machine right now, but I'll pull it out and show you. Here are the two fabrics that I will be making the dress out of. Not sure what's going to be which. This is 4.5 yards of green. Fingers crossed it's enough. This is 2.5 yards of yellow. Fingers crossed it's enough and that I can figure out a way to do contrasting pieces with this green. If you look close, and thank goodness Kay had this, it's like an India woven cotton, and see how it's got like looser weaves and then it's got sort of paisley designs woven into it. And then this is just a simple shirting fabric that is of a similar weight to this. So hopefully these will work together. I know the bodice is probably going to be yellow, the main dress green, hoping. And then if I have to do some piecing, I will. But we'll get creative with that, hopefully quickly. This is a little paler, but it's wet right now. I just pulled it out of the wash. So new fabric, new to me, brand new from the store. So new dress. All right, that's it for me this evening. I hope you enjoyed seeing something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. A mixture of events, all those items, plus a wedding coming up in the next couple of weeks. I will definitely take some footage of the mock wedding. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. What do you think? Arne and Carlos knit along? No? Yes? But turn it into a hat, of course. And the outfit, what do you think of that outfit? I am a little worried. I've not done an Edwardian dress before. Anyway, definitely subscribe if you want to see the upcoming videos. There's a lot of shenanigans coming up, including IOLI with Kelly and Lauren, the wedding, the sewing, the hats, so much going on. And, you know, there's always house stuff coming too. Ring the bell if you want to see those and be notified that they're on their way. Otherwise, I will see you on Saturday or Sunday. Bye.